It's fair to say Rishi Sunak's reshuffle, and I don't know what he's thinking really, other than just basically abandoning the 2019 voter coalition that gave the Tories that massive election winning majority, and instead chasing after those tempted by the Liberal Democrats, I guess. I think it's absolute madness. And you've seen post-reshuffle, of course, the backlash to this, suggestions in some polls that the Tories could lose 303 seats, that the party is basically in free fall after the sacking of Suella Braverman. And you now see in this YouGov poll, and I think this is really interesting because as viewers of my channel will know, I like to dial down into the data on this stuff. And what this latest YouGov poll shows is really quite interesting, because the top line figure is the Tories down to 21%. Labour down, but still with a massive lead. They're on 44%. Then you've got the Liberal Democrats on 10%, and you've also got Reform UK on 10% up too, and the Greens on 8% as well. But when you dial into the data on this, it really is quite interesting. So look at these figures. 20%, so 1 in 5 Conservative voters from the last general election has now switched to Reform. And even with Reform on 10%, there are more Conservative voters now who have switched to supporting Reform UK than have switched to supporting the Labour Party. When it comes to Leavers, I believe this is the highest I've ever seen, 23% now, so getting on for a quarter of Leavers, of Brexit voters, are now intending to vote for Reform at the next general election, compared to 25% for Labour and 38% of Leavers currently intending to vote for the Conservatives. So around a quarter of Leavers now backing Reform. And just look there in the north of England, you can see Reform on 15%, only 1 point behind the Tories on 16%, with Labour with a massive lead there in the north of England at the moment on 51%. As I said, these are some of the highest ever figures I've seen for Reform that I think indicate by the feedback, the verdict voters are giving of Rishi Sunak's pretty crazy reshuffle. Let me know what you make of that in the comments below though, guys. I will keep bringing you all the latest on this and more, of course. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.